The news, good evening. One of the shipping agencies, Seaworld, has called on members of the public to avoid stigmatization because of the COVID-19. The manager of the agency, Selwyn Edmond, was reacting following the situation whereby several Seychellois tested positive for COVID-19 after West African seafarers entering the country for crew change also had the virus. He says himself and 10 other staff members took part in the crew change operation at the airport and Newport for the tuna vessels. 6 of them, including himself, were advised by health department to be quarantined at home due to minimal risk of exposure. He says tests have come back negative and they are now all back at work, but stigmatization continues. A group of 80 people who was made redundant due to the COVID-19 situation have completed a 5-day training at the Guy Morel Institute. These people are clients of the Seychelles Employee Transition Scheme and they have been equipped with the necessary skills in preparation for a new job. Most of them have chosen a job opportunity, but there are still a few that haven't made up their mind. The director of the Guy Morel Institute, Sheila Mouhidine, says that they are satisfied with the attitude and enthusiasm of the first cohort.
I would say I am highly satisfied given that what the participants are going through is not easy. It's a challenging time for them. They have just lost their job. And this is a week where you are preparing them to accept the reality of things and also to get them to assess their strengths, their weaknesses in line with economic activities available. Starting Wednesday, we have exposed them to the various placement opportunities available, and they have started to think about it. And I would say by now, over 50% has already accepted something that is on offer. So we're thinking by next week, majority of them should be in employment.
And President Faure has announced the appointment of the members of the board of the Seychelles Employee Transition Scheme, SETS. Mr. Aubrey Lucas is the chairperson of the board, and the other members are Mrs. Josiane Bristol, Diana Cat, Xavier Estico, Ansley Constance, Juana Pile, Tina Waro, Farida Kami, and Mr. Guy Morel is the CEO. SETS is a non-profit public sector enterprise whose role is to facilitate the reskilling and placement in an economic activity of people made redundant as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. And President Faure has today also announced the appointment of Mrs. Yasmin Umarji as the new Chief Executive Officer of the National Council for Children, NCC, as from the 1st of August. Mrs. Umarji has a bachelor's degree in education and has over 35 years' experience in education management. She replaces Mr. Jean-Claude Matobe, who will be retiring from the post on the 31st of this month after 22 years' service in the NCC. Mr. Matobe was appointed CEO in March 2017. A political opponent of ex-president Albert Rene has described how he was jailed and his friends were murdered by the regime. Speaking via Skype, Andrew Waro said he spent 4 months in detention without any reason, while others, including his cousin Gérard Waro, were killed. The former taxi driver claims his family's property at Beauvallon was seized, his daughter was intimidated, and his health had been destroyed by victimization. He denied involvement in the failed mercenary invasion in 1981, but acknowledged that he'd been close friends with the mercenary leader, Colonel Mad Mike War. And PUC customers who have a Visa, MasterCard, and Amex bank cards are being advised to pay their bills online. The Chief Commercial Officer at PUC, Mr. Michel Zialor, says the service is customer-friendly, fast and secure and allows clients to interact with the different relevant officers of the company. Clients have to register via email and have to provide information related to their bank cards. Out of 70,000 customers, some 5,000 are already accessing the service. And with this, we've come to the end of this news summary. Thanks for watching.